Contrast uncut, yeah, you know that's us. Where we only speak the real and the real rock with us. Where we motivate the people and politic on success. Oh no, we ain't DJ Kylie, but they swearing we the best. Contrast uncut, contrast uncut, contrast uncut, contrast uncut.
What's happening? It's Contract Uncut, Season 3, Episode 8. Big shout outs to Uncle Snoops Army and Bobby D Presents. Man, it's your host, DJ Wine Dollars Like I Won Some Money, aka Zylo. Man, ladies and gentlemen, I got a very special guest. I got one of them talented cats, from the town, Oakland, California. From the NHT boys. I've actually met you, bro, back in the day at a Mac Dre tribute event. And
I remember you for sure.
So the history there. And I mean, bruh's worked with everybody from Fody to Styling to Mozzie to Filthy Rich to his latest project, Lil Black. Man, I got Chippers in the building. What's happening, brother?
What's up, my guy, man? What's up with y'all?
Man, shit, man, out the way, man. Just trying to wiggle while we can.
Right, trying to do the best we could. All this bullshit going on. Niggas gotta stay in the house, man.
Man.
We outside, but we in the house. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. People let that shit go over their head. So, bruh, I got a quote, and this is how I break the ice, before we get into the music and everything. And let me know how this quote relates to you, or if it doesn't relate to you. It's all good. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. The harder it gets, the more rewarding the results will be. Decade.
Facts.
So man, I relate to you, man, because you definitely break.
That's what I've been going through. That's what I've been going through. It's like to me, when you authentic and it's hard to control you, or it's not even say control you, because there's a lot of niggas in the industry that's from the streets, but a lot of niggas don't understand. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard to explain. Like a nigga like me, like, I work hella hard, but I got a natural talent. So when you got a natural talent, it's kind of harder to get there when you got somebody that you can actually, that never lived that life, so you could tell him about that shit and he could paint the picture. They don't want to really be around the niggas that's actually doing it. You feel what I'm saying? The niggas that's really doing it, it's hard for them. Like the niggas that not really doing it but can talk about it is easy, because they ain't got to worry about them at they shows, and they're not a liability. They're not gonna bring negativity to shows, they're not gonna bring negativity around. So you feel me? It's kind of different. Like, I don't bring negativity and none of that around. It's just the type of mindset I got. Like, I'm not a yes man, and nobody gonna tell me what I need to do. You feel me? We could come with a plan, we could sit down and have a plan, but when a motherfucker tell me, oh, Chipper, you need to be doing this, why? You ain't got no answers. You feel what I'm saying? You telling me I need to do something and don't got no answers to it. You feel me? So that shit play a big part in that shit, bro. You feel me? But that's a fact, bro. That's a pure fact. The harder it is, but the longer you stay on.
Facts, bro. Longevity in this game is what it all matters.
All about.
Think about from your standpoint, from transitioning from where you are to solo to bruh, you one of the hottest cats in the town, bruh.
Right on, man.
Peace, man. Like, bruh,
right
you're ringing every time you go somewhere, man. So now,
appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Everything. Niggas just trying to work, man, and stay in my own lane. Like, I'm not. It's like the way I rap is. I got my own style. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's nobody that I really listen to. Like, now, I listen to singles, somebody's single or something, but if Wayne shit come out, I'm slapping the whole album. You feel me? Because he rapping. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a nigga rapping. I don't listen to Davies. You feel what I'm saying? Herbo. Like, certain niggas that's gonna rap. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to. So, that's just the wave I be trying to go to.
I get it, because that's the authentic wave. That's motherfuckers really doing it. And, you can't be trying to tallywag or jump on the tailgate of somebody that's falling off on some bullshit.
Right. Or you following a nigga that's following another nigga.
Man, that part, bruh. That's why I appreciate hollering at you, man. Like, Season 3, I've been able to have some real motherfuckers on the show. I started off with B-Lo, and, we've been transitioning through, and then, here we are, Episode 8. I got you, man. It's heavy hitters.
Hell yeah, for sure. B-Lo my nigga.
So, man, had me out there tapped out in the Block Movement warehouse. You hear me?
I'm down there tapped out right now.
I feel it. So, bruh, let me ask you this musically.
What's
did
up?
the game choose you or did you choose the game?
I was born in it, bro. This shit was, no matter if I was rapping, no matter if I was a regular 9 to 5, nigga, this lifestyle, this shit regular. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So this shit chose me. I was born into it. We chose each other.
So let me ask you this. What was like the moment of confirmation of like, you know, this is what you're supposed to be doing? I know the streets speak for you, but I mean, from your perspective, what was that moment of like, man, I'm throwing these raps out here, I'm throwing it out there, and then, you know, boom, this is that moment.
When we did our first show, I'm like, all right, we rapping. But then when we went from that to doing, we did a Berkeley High show. We did a homecoming. Then we did a homecoming in San Diego and at Pleasanton High. And that's when I knew, like, oh yeah, it's probably like, shit, 2008, 9. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just like back then, like that's when I knew, like, this shit real. We going to certain cities and people got our NHC tatted on them and certain shit like that. Like, this shit been going on. Like, you see how niggas now talk about being a stepper. We had a song called NHT Stepper a long time ago.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? We trendsetters. Like, we ain't been with us. You feel what I'm saying?
And, you know, it's a blessing to come from the soil where it all originates. So all they do is just stamp it.
Right. Real shit.
Oh, man, bro, let me ask you this. You know, what's some of the highs and lows of the career, man, of, you know, something that, you know, I know you're born in it, but it just don't come easy.
Not at all. Hell no. It's harder when you're born in it.
They don't understand when it's a legacy, man, you gotta live to it. And all you do,
right.
You still gotta work harder.
Harder, twice as harder.
So, man, what was some of the highs and lows?
As far as what? My career?
Yes, sir.
The highs, I mean, I feel I love it more now, but like as far as like when I had to transform from being in a group to being solo, that was like the hardest to me, because it was like I could be in a lab with my partners and we writing. I got somebody that we could compete. You know what I'm saying? I got somebody I could be like, okay, I'm gonna try to rap. I'm gonna try to out rap him. Now I'm by myself. It's like I'm by myself writing, or one of my other group members that do a hook. They do all the hooks. I wasn't really doing hooks. I was just rapping. You feel me? So when I had to transform to doing that, I had to learn how to do hooks. I know how to do song formats and certain shit. So that was kind of the lows, but the highs is shit. Going through all that. You feel me? That was probably the best thing that happened, especially at that time, because if you would have probably waited, say if the group would have lasted a little bit longer, no telling what would have happened if I would stretched it longer. That would have died, and my shit probably would have died. You know what I'm saying? So by it happening, when it happened, it kind of really helped. But you know, I look at all that shit as highs, bro. Without them lows, you feel me? Niggas wouldn't learn a lesson or really understand that shit.
It don't stick that much. It's not a scar until, you know, something happens and you build back up. You come out that hole 10 times stronger.
Right. Yeah, right.
Man, let me ask you this, bro. What's something that people got fucked up, you know, being from the streets and getting into the music industry and people get the things mixed up? What's something that they got fucked up about them both, you know, trying to mix them?
Shit, man. I don't know. Like, I don't be having too many problems or like too many situations to the point where I be feeling like motherfuckers be having me fucked up. It be more like motherfuckers be sleeping. It's not really like they fault, but I feel like as far as the higher ups, it's they fault. Like, it's because like I'm here. Like, niggas know I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? What type of nigga have a star player, don't put him in the game? I don't understand that part. You feel what I'm saying? Especially a nigga that not following nobody. Somebody's gonna try to. I'm trying to be a sacrifice for the next little nigga that's wanna rap and got the mindset I got to the point where they can get far. Like, cause by me being in the group and going what we went through, that kind of messed it up for when I went solo, because all the shit we done did as a group. You feel what I'm saying? We done did a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't never burned no bridges. I ain't got no bad bridges or nothing like that. But you know how the Bay is. Like, you know, they on the next man coming. They ain't really worried about it. They don't give a fuck. That's just the industry, period. But, you know, at home, instead of everybody coming together, everybody being in the lab together, somebody being there to say, I want this person to come be in the studio with this person and this person like they do everywhere else. Niggas don't do that. They make everybody else try to get their features on their own. Like, I gotta reach out to an artist on my own. It's hard from that sometimes. You know, these days it's hard to DM a nigga like, let me do a song, but they'll turn around and say, let's nigga on my dick. Like, you can't even do shit no more.
Right. And shit, the reality is, bro, they make that shit a challenge for motherfuckers versus the reality is it should be easy. Like, you know.
Right.
As it comes, as the features you do get, you know, the work you do body and continue to body, you know, it definitely shows a story and the transformation from going from the group, the seasonedness of being in the group, coming out, traveling to breaking out as a solo artist. And then, I mean, bro, you keep on reinventing yourself to a degree because it's like, man, your music is speaking volumes to the streets and it's like, they got to put this up higher.
Right.
It needs to
real shit.
I mean, bro, it has to hit the machine. It's
right.
Because all the streets playlist is on. But we got to start putting that motherfucker in the curator's hands to put it in the Apple and Spotify playlist. I'm talking about like,
right.
That's
what my goal be. That's what my goal be like. That's what my goal be like. I be like, I know everybody in the Bay Area, from a business motherfucker to a promoter, to a nigga that's trying to get on, to a fan, like, to the point where I know it's one of these motherfuckers that know how to do that shit or to take me to do that shit. But, you know, motherfuckers ain't gonna tell you that, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, bro.
But my nigga Bird, man, my nigga Bird, like, my nigga Chemo, before my nigga Chemo passed, RP Chemo, before he passed away, we was on that hype. You know what I'm saying? We was on that hype. We was on that pure grind, like pure hype, like to the point where it's niggas in jail that be hitting me like, Chip, you gotta get your shit on the playlist in here. You feel me? We slap your shit in here. So that's how I know my shit out there, like especially if they in jail.
Yeah. Real talk, bro. JPay, real.
Real shit.
I mean, bro, the support from inside out, it's a testament to what you do, bro. And I mean, you know, if we can get anything across in this interview to everybody, man, bro, it ain't like you ain't not trying to fuck with people.
No, right. I'm just like, it's hard to reach out now because a motherfucker read your message and then turn around and say, oh, this nigga, it's just certain shit to make it like, because I'm the type of nigga, I'll post your music and say, you tight, you ain't got to know me, I ain't got to know you. If I like your music, I'm going to post it. You ain't got to post mine. You ain't got to like mine, but I like yours, I'm going to post it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm really on the type of nigga, I'm just supporting. When you from, like, especially when you from the Bay and I hear a song and it slap, I'm going to post that shit. Like, even when, like, Yates, all them niggas came out, like, a long time ago, I was slapping them niggas shit when it first, like, before it hit millions type of shit like that. Cause I be searching that type of shit, like, who hot out here? Like, who little nigga hot out here? Not even to work with them, just to know. You feel what I'm saying? Just to know. I want to know. I like researching shit. That's why my punchline and search shit like that, because I do research. Like, I read and, you feel me? I watch sports. I know every movie, every TV show, every sitcom. You feel me? Every shoe, every clothing line, every bitch, like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's something that come out every day new that, you feel me, I pay attention to. You feel what I'm saying?
So, bro, what's the vibe like for you in the lab? Like, you know, for all the slaps you done made, well, what's the continuous vibe you try to have in there?
I don't know if you heard that Orange Eagles by me and Larry Jones. But that vibe right there, like, I be looking for them type of beats. But, like, my boy from Detroit, he sent me that. And, like, he randomly sending me shit like that, like, randomly. But them type of vibes, if I'm in the lab, like, it don't really, like, I'm gonna keep it 100. It really don't matter what beats you send me, as long as it's dope. But I be looking for more, like, that Orange Eagle type vibe, or the East Coast trap, like Young M.A. type beats, Meek Mill type beats, like Nipsey type of beats. You feel what I'm saying? Some a nigga could swag and be smooth and sip some wine too. You feel what I'm saying? But still pop your ass if you play with me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like a mixture. Right.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I had to say sell yourself, you just sold the fuck out of everybody. If you ain't know about Chip, here's your chance. Because he just got every opportunity to understand what's in that gumbo pot he got mixing.
Real shit.
So, bro, what's some of the goals you got, bro? What's, you know, like, lengthwise?
I'm trying to, like, I'm really trying to take my lane from the Bay and put it out there to the point where, you know, a lot of niggas let me know where I'm from when I go out of town. Or when they first hear my music, they be like, where you from? Like, you from the South? Or like, whoa, I'm from the Bay. I'm from Oakland. Well, damn, you don't sound like that, right? Because I don't come from this era. Like, I grew up listening to Wayne and, you feel me, and 3 Times Crazy. Like, it's not too many Bay Area artists I was listening to growing up. It was like Delinquents, Yuck Mouth, 3 Times Crazy, and then it was like, I mean, Drew Down, of course, Fody, of course, but then it was like, after that, it's like Wayne, Joel Santana, all that type of shit, like Big L. I like Big L, my favorite rapper, you know what I'm saying? So like Big L, Cameron, just certain shit.
That make all the sense in the world. A lot of people don't know the history. Big L and Jay-Z was in a group together.
Right, niggas don't know that nigga. Jigga the nigga, but Jigga took that swag.
Come on. Let me ask you this, bro, because I know you to the soil, you Oakland, everything, man, you bayed out. Are you going to take the chance to move out and wiggle and, you know, build a new region, or are you going to keep on doing it from the town?
I'll always be gone. I ain't never really been bayed out, because you can really hear it in the music. You can tell I don't really, you feel me? It's like I fuck with the Bay. I love the Bay. I'm from the Bay, but it's like I'm from Oakland. Like it's a different world. Like it's a whole different vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the hyphy, you know, the hyphy before the hyphy movement was a word. It was like that nigga hyphy, that nigga crazy, that nigga was the shit. Yeah, like so when the hyphy movement came out, it kind of was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? They kind of watered it down. So it's like I never really came from that era. So when I do my music, it's like I'm trying to branch out to like I got like a fan base in Brooklyn, like New York for sure, like Atlanta, Alabama. Like this lady from Alabama came out here, she like 45, 46, and I ran into her in sack on like a flute. And she like, oh, you Chippers? I'm like, yeah. She like, nigga, we slap you all through Alabama, like all through Mobile. You feel me? That just woke me up. Like, you know, sometimes when it comes to music, sometimes you have your downtime. When you think, when you question yourself, so like sometimes that little shit will wake your game up, and I be feeling like I'm a spiritual nigga. I ain't religious, but I'm spiritual, so it's like I be feeling like, okay, God flew me over here and brought this bitch over here for we to meet, so she could tell me that. You feel what I'm saying? To spark it back up. So I just be looking at shit like a sign. I just be watching signs and shit.
No, that's real, bro. It's manifestation, it's prayer, it's hard work, and then, you know, you get your confirmations. You know, I specifically be saying confirmation, highs and lows, because, you know, that's really...
Man, that shit helped. And that nigga Jack told me a long time ago, that nigga said, man, he was in the studio with Jack like 17 hertz. It's probably like 2000. It's probably like 2010, probably 9, probably. And he like, no matter of fact, it's like 2008. He like, man, as long as the people that's dope telling you dope, nigga, you dope.
That's it.
So after then, it was like when you got a lot of niggas out here that ain't got no talent, or a nigga that don't know nothing, saying you weak, or you need to do this. It's like, man, the niggas that's dope, the dope niggas telling me I'm dope. So I'm not worried about, you feel me?
Man, mobbing.
Some niggas don't understand that it factor. Some niggas got the it factor. Like, niggas tell me I got the it factor. So it'd be like, when you got the it factor, sometimes it's hard to get on.
Yeah, bro, you just got to keep on being consistent as you have been. I mean, bro, it's the amazing part, bro, is, you know, as the fire continues to hit and the field spreads and it goes everywhere, it becomes a real big fire, you feel me? Like the California things that happen. And that's with your music and how it spreads. They're going to have a whole plethora of music to look at. It's not just going to be someone that up and they only got a single and that's all they can fuck with. You're going to have all these other
they're going to be go back. Right.
Catalog.
Right.
I mean, going all the way back, man. From you go from just as soon as you broke from the group, you got your. I mean, you did the shit.
Catalog went up.
DJ Fresh. Right. Come on, man. It's and
that's one of my.
That's the thing about the Bay is that you do have all this because it's in us. It's in you to fucking hustle like that. It's got to be multi-dimensional.
Factual.
So, bruh, I'm gonna go ahead and transition out the music, man, and I'm gonna get into a couple of my segments, man, and then we go through this. So I got this awareness segment, man. You know, a lot of the youngsters, a lot of cats that look up to you, definitely, you know, they gonna want to hear this answer. And I'm talking about police interaction, and you know, I'm talking about, you know, when the red and blue lights hit, that high beam hits the back of your neck that's driving, and search for every head in the car, and you know, they pull you over. You hear the blurt sound. And I'm asking, you know, some advice to give to the youngsters to do in that situation, and you know, give me a time you was pulled over.
I mean, you know, shit, being where we from, you know, that shit I've been racial profiled a hella times, bro. You feel me? Just off my last name, the police bother me. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, my thing is, my uncle always told me, like, if you ride with a gun with no weed, or you ride with weed with no gun. You feel me? You can't ride with both. You feel what I'm saying? So if you a youngster out there and you in the streets doing that, you got to pick one. But if you just if you just an African-American man like me, that's out here just focused on the money, trying to push, and you getting bothered, to play your position. You feel me? You got to know your rights, too, because you got to think they work for us. We don't work for them. You feel what they don't understand? And we don't work for the police. Like, they work for us. Like, we tell them what to do. You feel what I'm saying? So when the motherfucker pull up to your window, you crack it. You ain't got to roll it all the way down. Crack it, give them your ID, your shit. You ain't got to roll it all the way down. As long as they can get your information and see you good. You feel what I'm saying? But don't be nervous and be scared. They ain't robots. They can't tell. They don't know what you got in the car unless you tell them. Unless you do some nerd shit, they don't know. They're not robots. They can't look through the motherfucking car or the laser beam eyes and look through your fucking car. You feel what I'm saying? You know, X-ray a role. Like, you feel me? You supposed to be more scared of your mama than you is the police. You feel what I'm saying? So you got a lot of niggas that tell the truth to the judge. They tell the truth to the judge, but not to their mama. You feel what I'm saying? So them type of niggas you gotta watch for sure.
Bruh, that's some powerful shit you just said right there. When they perspectives is fucked up on who they tell the truth to. You can't do it from the vagina you came out of and to a stranger. Boy, your whole world is fucked off.
Fucked up. You lost.
God damn.
Thanks.
Man. So, bruh, you know, we just got hella serious. I have this next segment, man. It's called Trading Places. And, you know, it's just like that Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy movie. You know, they wake up and lives change. And, you know, one person got this big stock market job, the other person in the streets. And so I took that concept and was like, let me add that to the show. So I got two iconic people where we swap their lives. And question number one is, will it work? And question number two is, what would life be like if they traded places? So I got, you know, two females for you today. I got Kylie Jenner trading places with Tony Braxton.
Mm-hmm.
So you think Kylie Jenner and Tony Braxton, if they traded places, would it work?
Hell no, not for Kylie. Kylie just copped $1 billion house. Hell no, Tony Braxton gonna love that for sure. She gonna win. Kylie, what? You gonna cry?
Now, do you think
she cop red bottoms on a regular? She cop a jet. She cop anything she wants. Her house, she got 6 living rooms, nigga. 6 living rooms, nigga. She got hella shit. She ain't swapping with Tony Braxton. Tony Braxton, they fucking Birdman.
You say that Dennis Rodman? Come on.
Back in the day.
So, man, all right, fair enough. You right. You right. I was thinking maybe Kylie Jenner would have made Tony Braxton's career more of a boss than, you know, being the example.
Like, was she for her to have to work, and Tony Braxton, for her to have to work, and Kylie Jenner never had to really work because she born in it. And Tony Braxton, she kind of, you know, her life ain't like, she do music. Kylie Jenner don't do music. She just got a check. She a hustler, so she turning to Tony Braxton, she gonna turn her up just talk she been a hustler. She gonna turn that bitch life up. Like, nigga, I got connects. But Tony Braxton ain't gonna be able to keep it up.
Now, Tony Braxton is Kylie Jenner. What would be one thing that'd be different?
They black. She black.
He said the obvious.
And she got everything real. Cause we don't know what Kylie look like.
Well said, man. Cause she was over there skinny as bones when she was coming up.
Kylie, she wet, but she don't have no features. Like we don't know her features.
I feel that.
The bitch got everything done. I don't know what you look like, bitch. You got a whole different.
Man, shit, give everybody a chance to know shit. All right, bruh. You survived trading places. So I got this next thing, bruh. It's like from a fan perspective, they questions that be on cards and shit. And so, you know, you got an option to pass, but the whole idea is you answer. So question number 1. What is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Weirdest thing I ever eaten. I'm hella picky, so I won't eat it, but the weirdest thing, octopus. Like it was like somebody tried to serve me some octopus. Went out. But I ain't never tried no weird shit because I'm hella picky, so I ain't even gonna try it. I don't eat cheese, like I don't eat hella different shit.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. That makes a whole bunch of sense too. Cause bro, I'm the same way. I don't like trying shit.
I don't try shit out. Fuck that.
All right. Question number 2. What do you think is the most unpleasant sounding word?
The unpleasant sounding word?
Yeah.
Bitch.
You say bitch? But it's so comfortable to say. I mean, Shout made it really comfortable.
I mean, you call a nigga a faggot. Faggot is probably like harsh.
Yeah, that's like
that's hard.
Cunt.
That's a harsh ass like right, like that. Like it's a state like bitch is like a word in that cunt word and that punk like punk. Fuck with that punk word. That's worse than a bitch. You call me a punk is worse than calling me a bitch. That's like a punk is like soft, like a weenie, like you feel what I'm saying? It's worse.
Yeah, that's
bitch is just motherfuckers go to bitch because they don't right. That's some whole man is different.
Man, no, that's real. All right, bro. Question number 3. Man, you moving right through this. You ain't even passed one question. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
What would it be? Stew, beef stew, potatoes and all the shit in it on the crock pot.
That sounds good as fuck right now, bro.
I like soupy type, flavor ass type shit.
Cause bro, you can put all the good shit that's good for you, the cumin, the turmeric, the garlic, what's the ginger, you can put all that in there.
Swag it up, you ain't gotta put no salt.
Real talk. And have your body running bad, like from bad to good.
Right.
Man, no, okay, gang.
For sure.
So, bro, what are you most excited for coming up?
I'm about to start dropping some singles, some more videos and shit. You know, all this shit going on, it's kind of hard to really, you know what I mean? Kind of hard to line shit up because people was thinking now people gonna have more time on their hands to handle shit or get features. Like, nah, there's more time. It's like we messed it up because people really don't have time for that right now. A lot of motherfuckers only going to do songs mandatory. They got to do a song. Niggas not really pushing to the lab to do a song for another nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like the features kind of like people really ain't paying for features because all this shit really going on. ain't no shows, ain't no walkthroughs, ain't no pop-ups, ain't no, you know what I mean? So you like my thing is right now, luckily like a nigga like me, I got shit going on. Like, you know, I got the little weed strain going on. I got my merch. I'm dropping merch tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. My stream's good. I get paid every month. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like it's not growing because of the shit we going through right now. You feel me? So
exponentially growing.
And then I don't want to stay on Instagram live all the time because that's gonna fuck your image up. I feel like it drain you. You stay in their face too much. You're too accessible. They know you coming on tomorrow. Like, I want motherfuckers to miss me. To the point when I pop up, it's like, oh, chill. I don't want it to be, oh, that's chill.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
The way to do it is to remove yourself and come back less frequently. You absolutely
right.
So, man, bro, you done survived the whole show. And I always think about, man, how do I kill off the show? And, you know, my show's different. We do some of the same things, but I don't do it like everybody else. And so I'm like, how do I kill off the show? And I hit you with the question that catch people off guard. You got any questions for me?
How you start doing this? What made you start doing it?
Shit, bro, getting told no.
Right.
I mean, you know, I've been having the gift to really chop it up with people for a long time, like since I was a little kid. I remember my stepdad used to work for a lighting company in LA, and like he used to break shit down at the House of Blues. And I'd always chop it up with this big old guy that sit there at the chair. I didn't know if he was famous or nothing. I used to chop it up when he chop it up with me, tell me shit. And it turned out to be BB King. And so like from a young age, like I've always had that just thing where I just chop it up with people. And you know, yes sir. And you know, people tell me life stories, and then you know, I have all these things where I try to do all this stuff in the music industry, and the universe ain't work. But as soon as I try to do something with somebody else when it comes to the radio, when it came to doing the podcast, everybody's saying no. And so I did it on my own and got somebody behind me, and then I've been connecting people. More people got behind me, and then you know, shit, we got this product today where Uncle Snoop's Army and Bobby D is a part of it. You know, that's a blessing. Shit, I got my favorite rappers in front of me right now. Come on.
Right. Appreciate it. Like that's one of the things that got me too, bro. Like niggas was telling me, stop doing punchlines, dim the punchlines down, take this out, dim the punchlines down. So motherfucker telling me that, bro, I added 20 more. I added 10 more. Like telling me that, letting me know that's working. You trying to commercial me. Nah, I don't do music like for money. I know that if the thing is, if you talented and you got your business right, the money gonna come. But so the talent, I just love rapping. Like before I was rapping, I was always like roast people rapping, make fun of their clothes, just rapping. That's why when I rap, they be like, what are you talking about? I ain't talking about nobody. But I'm talking about these section of type of people. You feel what I'm saying? So if you this type of person, I'm talking to you. You feel what I'm saying? All you niggas on that type of island over there, y'all go drive that boat over there and shit. I'm talking about you niggas on that island, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I ain't talking about us. But that's what it really be. It'd be like more roasting. That's why people tell me I should rap battle, but it was like that rap battle shit is a whole nother world. I get in that motherfucking there and tear my ass up.
I gotta tell you, bro, right now, what you do, bro, is the next wave. Like, the game's gonna be reset. And for real motherfuckers.
Right, no real shit.
Like, bro, that tell that real story, but at the same time, they have comical things that's like, boom, like, man, no, that's some real shit. And it's funny, but at the same time, It touches you because it's so real. And so, man, I'm juiced for your career, man, for it to keep on evolving, bro, because it's sky's the limit for you, man.
Appreciate you. I appreciate you like a motherfucker, though, man. For sure.
It's all love, bro.
Especially for the fans, they want to hear me talk, because I'm hella anti. So, like, I talk sometimes, but like, only interviews I did was one with you and the one with Innovator. You feel what I'm saying? I did one with Innovator. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like, I know, like, Innovator, he grew up listening to me, so he know what to ask me. You know what you like when I jumped on there with you, you knew what to ask me. You knew about the group. You knew about certain shit. So it's like, okay, I could talk to you rather than a motherfucker just talking about my album I just dropped. It's like, you don't even know what got me to this album. You feel what I'm saying? So real talk. He be like, a lot of times I don't really do interviews because I be like, I I don't want to just be sitting here talking bullshit talking. I want to be able to talk to my fans, understand why I do this certain type of thing, why I act like this, why, you know what I mean? Want to know where I am.
Hell yeah, bro. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got me goosebumps talking about this, man. But that's my job, man. You know, when you hit a home run and then you hit a grand slam, right now I feel like I hit a grand slam. Like, you know,
Appreciate it, man. For sure.
No, salute, bro. That's big.
Salute you too, family.
Hell yeah, 100, man. And it's Contrast Uncut, Season 3, Episode 8. Big shout out to Uncle Snoops Army and Bobby D Presents. I appreciate you, brothers. Man, I've had the honor and pleasure of rocking with Oakland's own. I mean, bro, he's scattered across the map. Like, I can't even call you Oakland anymore. You just like Mr. Everywhere. And R.I.P. to my breath. You know, you gave some games to me.
R.I.P. my niggas for sure.
And so, you know, I've had the honor of rocking with CHIPPASS, man. Man, pleasure, bro. Pleasure.
Yeah, man, my name's CHIPPASS, man. Shout out to Contrast Uncut, Uncle Snoop Army, and Bobby D, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Born in the ENT, man. Gang. Free my niggas, RP my niggas, YP my niggas, man. Appreciate you though, family. So, man, keep doing what you doing, man. Keep motivating, man. Keep, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing all that.
100, brother, man. Big shout out to Carter Bird.
Carter Black, for sure.
Oh, man. I see his name on the
Little Duty in there recording right now. I have 4 hours studio time. I knocked out 3 songs in an hour, and I just gave the rest to my little nigga. That's how you do it, man.
Right. That's power.
Tricks on me, ghetto boys, better days. Jump around, house of pain. Mama said knock you out. Double L, Cool J. Time still ticking though. Big clock, Flavor Flav. That's a public enemy. They see me coming up. Every verse I'm going flip mode, squad, bust a bus. Feel like pocket, keep your head up. Biggie shooting juicy. Coach is still alive, just let me prove.
Right there you go. Another episode of Contrast Uncut. Make sure if you enjoyed it, you leave a comment below. You hit some like buttons. You hit some subscribe. You go ahead and hit share if you want to. Say something nice or say something you don't want to say at all. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Comment below.
Did you tell him to subscribe?
Yeah, subscribe. I know I said it, but he's subscribe. You know, be a part of the family. Contrast Uncut. The best way to be a part of the family is in the know. Turn on your notifications and hit that subscribe. Thank you.